Hi, what's up? How is it going? Today's video is gonna be complex, and I'm gonna make it as quick as ever. You know, Actually, I truly want to really put you through on how to be a better designer. This is actually for upcoming graphic designers who is planning to be in the game or has been in the game already and is finding ways to really skyrocket his experience and be more professional in this industry. So right now, I actually want to really, explain to you on how to be a better designer. So so that in the end customers is going to search for you, and before customer will look for you, you just have to build a portfolio that they're going to look at, that really going to really even make them overwhelmed to give you a job. So right now let's step into the CorelDraw platform. So let's go over to a new drawing page. Actually, I truly want to really uh, advise you, if you are new in the game and you already know the basics of graphics and you truly want to broaden your experience. The best way to go about it is to really look for designs that that have been printed, that you really find anywhere. That is mind you, it has to be a very good design, a top-notch design, in which you want to how do I put it, you want to copy and recreate yours. So it has to be top-notch design, so that it will broaden your experience and to make how you can go about creating top-notch designs for potential clients. So right now let's dive into it. So as this right now, they actually give you pictures in uh, to really even create a design that would look nice. So actually a client provide pictures for you, and you don't know how to go about it. Actually they ask you to do something very unique and very presentable. Let's assume they ask you to design what's it called, a birthday card for someone, and they provide you pictures. So let me bring up picture that we'll use as reference. So let's assume they gave you this picture. This is actually for a reference. It's for a client of mine, but I truly want to use it for this what's it called, tutorial. So they ask you, they gave you this, that, and they told you that they don't want anything that represents any name. So they're asking you to just write happy birthday, and they want you to be unique as ever. So you have to really even come up with something unique for them to see. So right now the rule of this game is that whenever you are asked to design something, clients want you to use a very unique colors. You don't just have to bombard the design with so many colors. It has to be 2 or 3 colors, and you have to arrange it in a very creative manner that will appeal, and make it look presentable and stunning in the face of the client, so that you retain your job. So right now the rule of the game is to just play with 2 colors, and it has to be color that comes with the picture in question. So let's head on to it. Let me show you how to go about it to come up with something unique and classic. So right now states what we're gonna do. I want to show you how to really create something without infusing any of downloaded background. the background you're gonna make use of is in the body of the picture. So make a copy of the picture, then you go ahead to your what's it called, shape tool. So right now click on shape tool, then let's crop some part of the picture off, and we'll be left with portion a portion of the picture to make use of for the background. So as this, range the left hand side just like so, then you pull that forward just like so. Can you see that? So this is what we are making use of. So right now as it is, so let's go ahead and convert to bitmap. So let's leave it as let's make it RGB. You can use CMYK, so leave it as 300, then you hit OK. Good. So the reason why I'm doing this, bitmapping this picture, because we've altered this picture, so we needed to really convert it to bitmap to make it visible when it's ready for print. Because at times if you crop a picture like this and you don't convert to bitmap, by the time you export or you PDF the file, most definitely it might appear on the you won't be able to really even spot out the picture and the design, because reason being that you didn't convert the altered picture with you didn't convert it to a bitmap to retain the appearance of the picture. So let's add on to it. So right now, the next thing right now is to think of how to go about it, uniquely. It has to be creative and all of that. So let me suggest this. Go ahead, you just have to plan something in your head that is gonna be creative, apart from having a background to play with. So let's add on to what we call a rectangle tool. So let's create an object just like so. So in this case, what we're going to do right now is to go ahead and round the edges all up. So with the help of your shape tool. So after you have selected your shape tool, then you drag in like this to make it round. That's quite nice. Can you see that? So right now what we needed to do is to just sample the color right from here, so that this design will be unique. So that takes us to this tool called color eyedropper tool. This is the tool, color eyedropper tool. What this tool does is to sample specific color right from this picture, then we'll point on this present object that I created. So right now let's head on to it and take that to effect. So click on color eyedropper to sample. You just have to search for color that would suit that background. So as for this project, let's just sample this deep color. Click on that, go, then you point right there. Can you see that? So let me show you how it goes, how it works right from here. Let me just take it back a bit. So click on color eyedropper to sample the color right from here. After you've gotten the color that you want to use, then you click on that, automatically sample the color, then you drag to on top of the present object I created. Can you see the indication? That means a color has been picked, has been picked from the what's it called picture, right into the bucket, so indicating you where do you want to pour this paint. So right now we gonna pour it right here on top of this object. Click, automatically it takes effect. Can you see that? So right now what we're gonna do is to just bring in what's it called. Before we do that, let's create another object on top of that. Good. So make it a bit smaller. So right now what we're gonna do is to go ahead and just hit on shape tool, make it a bit rounded to make it perfect. Good. Can you see that? A bit more. Good. Good. So what we need to do right now is to hit on F12, then taking the outline. So let's make it 8. That's good. So right now let's head over to right click on this color to make this color. So right now what we needed to do next is to go ahead and just bring in this picture that I authored. Then you go ahead to your transparency tool, then you click on, you go over to this place, then you change the blending mode to subtract. Can you see that changes the look of the this background? So what we needed to do is to clip that object into locate Powerclip, go to object, locate Powerclip, then you place inside frame, select the frame, automatically snap right inside the frame. So let's adjust, use your alt key, hold alt key down, then you select the picture, release your alt key, adjust that to fit in just like so. Good. So can you see that? So what we needed to do now is to group these two objects, then you center back, hold Ctrl key on your keyboard, then you center back. Do you get what I'm saying right now? So click once again, let's just rotate it a bit, then let's go ahead and just type happy birthday. Type your happy birthday. It has to be classic. Happy birthday. So right now take it up there, then you make it bolder, change it to white. Next one is to change the fonts. So right now go to the font menu, then you have to be very choosy. If you are choosing a font, you have to really choose a font that would look nice and very presentable. So right now let's use a very tiny font. So let's make use of Futurati. I love this font so much. So right now, as it is now, hit Ctrl K to break that into pieces. So what we're going to do now is to make the birthday a bit bigger. So to lay emphasis on that, you just have to do that. So reduce the tracking just like so. After all of that, so what we need to do is to apply this very color into the birthday. So that takes us to what's it called again, color eyedropper, to sample this light pink color. After that, then you point on the chest, bam. Can you see that? So right now what you need to do is to make it bigger a bit, then let's group it, Ctrl G, then you go ahead to your shadow tool, let's create a shadow. Good. So what we needed to do now is to make this darker, 90. Good. Then you go over to objects, break drop shadow apart, then you group it all up again. Good. Here we are. Can you see that? So to become a very creative graphic designer, and you just have to abide this rule, no any background out of this. You just have to make use of what you are being presented, what you are being given to make use of, which is a picture. So right now, can you see, isn't this lovely? So that's that. So our next step is to, if you has to create a logo, and maybe you've not really created a logo before, and it has to they present to you, and a script, the write-up rather, asking you to create a very creative logo for a client or for one company. So you just have to think fast, and you know and there are so many type of logo. Actually, we I'm not meant to really expose that right now. That should be the next video, so to speak. So right now, if you has to, maybe they gave you cafe roof roof they gave you this. Actually, they ask you to come up with a logo with text, kind of, and you have to be very creative about what they gave to you. So in this case, what you needed to play with is the what's it called, the first letter of the what's it called, the info they gave to you, which is C and R. So let's head over to it. We just have to be creative about that. So go ahead to your freehand tool, then let's create C, just like so. Your brazier tool, click, then you hold on control key, click again, then click, go over to the top, just like so. Good. So right now, next step right now is to just make a copy of this forward. Then you go ahead to just double click right here to unappear that. Then you pull this inward, just like so. So we are mind you, we are creating an arrow. So starting from here, good. Your control key down, good. Good. So right now, what we need to do is to go ahead and just select the whole thing. Then you go ahead, hit on F12, taking the outline. So let's make it 18. It's okay. Good. So for this round shape right here, it's actually from this dialog box. If you want to really make it sharper, you click right here, or you want to make the edges to be a bit sharp, click on that, then hit OK. Can you see that? Can you see the effect of that? So let's go over again and change that to our previous shape. Make it round, then it's okay. Good. Can you see that? So right now, what we needed to do now is to just adjust all of this. So let's select this, go over to this place, range it right from here, then you pull it inward, just like so. That represents C. Then let's go ahead with this, let's pull this inward a bit closer. So after all of that, select the whole thing, then you go ahead to your locate, converts outline to object, automatically changes it, everything. So right now, that's, mind you, if you are creating a logo, it's better you first create it in black and white to see the angle in which you are going to perfect your logo. It's most advisable to design the logo first in black and white, make it in black and white before you apply color of the company, the color that they truly want you to use, so preferably it's more sensible to create in black and white first before you change it to color. So right now let's just make it a bit smaller, then let's change the font to a very tiny font. So what you're gonna do now is to maneuver this, click on shape tool, maybe make it closer, then let's position that just like so. Close it, make it closer. So if you has to use orange, black and orange, can you see that takes you to another level? So right now let's create a box around this. So let's go ahead with the shape tool to round the edges all up just like so. So right now what you need to do is to make it black, then send it to back, hold Ctrl key, then you tap on page down, your keyboard automatically takes you right behind. So change the color of the text in which you created. So here we are, can you see the outcome of that? So that's how you needed to really go about creating your logo when it's text related design. So here we have to really even put this tutorial to an end right now. We'll start some other time. So don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the button below subscribe, and don't forget to hit that like button, and don't forget to comment, let me know what you think about our lessons today. And don't forget, I like you, I love you all. See you in the next video. Bye for now.